All right, guys, we got another Club Championship battle report with the Tyranids, as you might remember from last time. We've got two Flyrants, a Malanthrope, who is not an MC, unlike how I messed up last time. Two Venomthropes. We've got three Dakafexes. We've got a whole crap load of Warriors. And we've got a couple T-Fexes. And that is the Tyranid big to medium monster list. The Flyrant, who is the Warlord, got Paroxysm, Psychic Scream, and of course gets Dominion. The other dude gets Onslaught and Psychic Scream and Dominion. So as we are doing a Club Championship battle report, they must have a opponent, and the opponent, if my cord will let me go over here, is Matt's.
I took two Combined Arms detachments. The first one is a fairly standard Nurgle list for me. I've got Necrosius as my Warlord instead of Typhus this time. Took two squads of zombies. One squad will be sitting inside the Storm Eagle with Necrosius to start off. I've got four Nurgle-marked Havocs, two Nurgle-marked Obliterators, Vindicator, and the Bastion belongs to the Nurgle list.
Okay.
My second Combined Arms detachment is from the new Renegade and Heretics list in Imperial Armor 13.
Look, he even buys the real book. Take that, PDF. Okay.
So I've got...
Sorry, continue.
I've got a Renegade Command Squad. The Renegade leader has the Bloody-Handed Reaver. It's an effect where I can make my veteran squads pretty hateful. So...
Awesome. I look forward to dying from that.
So these are my two veteran squads in Chimeras, and because I took a Combined Arms detachment and not an Allies, I was able to unlock the Super Heavy, and that is my Baneblade Super Heavy tank, which hopefully will survive the game.
Baneblades, eh? Well, that's okay. The only thing not good at Baneblades are, Tyranids. Okay, so... can we talk about this mission? Because this is not one from last year.
No. So I came up with a new scenario. It's called Friendly Fire. And as you can see on the board, these 6 volcanic vents are the only terrain that's going to be on the board.
There will be a board for this too, by the way. This is just my kitchen table because, yeah, we're in Verona and not at Nexus. Not at Nexus.
Yeah. So what's going to happen with the actual board is, at the start of each player turn, you roll a d6 and consult this nifty handy chart here, and depending on what you roll, that effect happens immediately. So all effects are resolved before the player turn actually starts, is resolved immediately, and then play continues onwards from there. Now the effects have different things that they do, depending on what you have to roll. So on a 1, 2, or 3, there is an ash cloud that will cover the board in a 5-up cover save.
Whole board.
The entire board essentially is covered in a 5-up cover. So any attacks drawing line of sight through or into the ash cloud, obviously, cover save unless you ignore cover, like you filthy pointy-haired space elves.
We don't let them come over.
Then on a 4 or 5 on the d6 is a minor lava eruption. So measured 9 inches from the edge of the vent, in a circle around it.
Doesn't sound so damn minor.
Any model or any unit within the area effect takes 1d3 plus 1, strength 5, AP nothing hits.
Okay.
So if you roll a 6 on your d6, it's a major lava eruption, and in a 6-inch radius measured from the edge of the vent on all sides, units inside suffer 1d3 plus 2, strength 8, AP 3 hits. So in this one, it's essentially...
You heard that right, kids. Strength 8, AP 3. Hey, know who likes strength 8, AP 3? These guys. Oh wait, they don't. Does it ignore cover too?
It does ignore cover.
Oh. Okay, well, for those of you who thought maybe Nids will get their revenge from the last Tau battle report and how savagely they got, I guess, raped. Raped is a good word. Yeah, can we use that on a battle report?
You could put a G in front of it. You could say graped.
Great. Okay.
Graped
How bad
doesn't-
they were graped last time. We're thinking that revenge might not be happening this time, giving doubling out vents and that thing. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, so those were my psychic powers. We didn't do your psychic powers. Which ones do you get?
Necrosius is given his. He doesn't actually ever get to roll. He knows Nurgle's Rot and Gift of Contagion, and also knows Wasting Disease. It's a Warp Charge 1, Flesh Bane, Assault 1, 24, and Strength 3, AP 2.
Okay. So we didn't record this on camera, but I won the roll off for sides. I'm going to pick this side, maybe because my handy cam has to be plugged in, and well, it's plugged into the wall. So, but that also gives me first turn unless you seize. Do you have any seizing shenanigans?
I do not. Let's see
All
if
right.
he sees. I do not.
All right. Okay. All right. So we'll set up, and then I'll record the layout of how we're set up, and then we'll go from there. All right. Here we go on deployment. I've got the normal Flyrant here with the Warriors, Venomthropes, Carnifex, and T-Fex. Now for this objective, for this mission, zoom in here, hopefully you can see it all. You have to nominate who's your highest point objective secured unit. Since in my list I have two exactly the same, this will be my one that's worth the secondary point if they live. Over on this side of another hateful vent is T-Fex, my Warlord, Malanthrope, and more Warriors. And to counter my deployment, we've got
Zombies. Baneblade.
Yep.
You've got a Bastion. My Renegade and Heretic HQ squad is in here and will be manning the heavy bolters. The 4 Havocs up on top with missile launchers and flak. 2 Nurgle Obliterators and the Vindicator on the flank.
Okay. So as Matt was just saying, the vents hit vehicles on side armor. So that will matter over here. You've also got 2 Chimeras in reserve. They're outflanking because they're Renegades and Heretics.
Correct.
And we've got Storm Raven coming, or Storm Eagle. I always call it Raven, but it's Eagle. Coming in with Necrosis and Zombies in it.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And we kind of previewed that Matt did not seize. So on to turn.
Look
Look at that. I just screwed it up again. Actually, it's up to the vents first. Okay. So, well, I'm holding the camera. They're your vents.
Well, it's controlling player.
Controlling player.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it changes each turn, right?
Correct.
Okay, very important to note. If you're on this, each player rolls at the start of their turn. I'm going to roll a big old 4.
Which is a minor lava eruption.
Minor. Okay, so we're going to measure this out. We'll show you what happens. Okay, so Tyranid turn 1. Let's start with the good. Okay, well, the good and the bad. So he perilled, casting Onslaught on the T-Fex, or the Fexes, allowing them to run and shoot, hopefully killing the Havocs. Well, they round 1, so we're still out of range. He did a wound to himself, which is, I guess, better than getting sucked into the warp, which was his other option. However, in the shooting phase, he by himself killed Havocs due to some pretty bad saves. The vents killed a warrior and put wounds on other warriors. Everyone else was pretty much immune to the vents. Even the zombies didn't take any. Mr. Flyrant, the warlord there, he killed some zombies. Also, the other kind of annoying part of this, and made the Baneblade Ballistic Skill 1, so that will help a little bit. Although he has a large blast, so not really. So the other part about this is that anything that fires
4 or more. So it gets hot. All weapons that are a flamer, plasma, melta, or lance get hot. And any weapon that fires 4 or more shots in a shooting phase.
Yeah. So take that, Devourers. So luckily though, there wasn't a whole lot of gets hot. He got hot once, but it didn't really do anything. Okay, on to Matt's turn one. Okay, turn one for Matt went pretty brutally well. Got a couple wounds off Carnifex, but the real nastiness happened over here because the Baneblade unloaded, and despite getting my board cover save of 6 up and shrouded, all the warriors are dead. So we've got, and that was with a BS1 Baneblade. So yeah, so that's got to die. So here we go, top of Tyranids, and we'll go for there. Oh wait, first of all, the cloud thing.
To the vents.
Right. So
in my turn, I rolled the Ash Cloud.
Yep.
So best thing ever to happen for Shannon. Everything got a cover save. A better cover save.
best thing ever. Yep. All right, what do I get? I get 6. Awesome.
Of course.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll resolve this and then we'll come back and do my turn. Okay, so because I rolled a 6, Baneblade got a hull point off, which is good. So that's 1. 3 zombies died. 3 warriors died. And a Flyrant died. So yeah. So not loving the 6s, gotta say. So yeah, on to the start of my turn. Oh, and an Obliterator took a wound. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Alright, so Tyranids. I unloaded into the Oblits with the Carnifexes, killing them. However, 1 died to Gets Hot. Did a hull point, another hull point to the Baneblade. Flyrant shot at him but didn't do anything at the back, and then charged by a T-Fex who smashed and did a pen, but sadly didn't get an explodes result. So I got 1 more hull point off that, and yeah, we're going up to the top of Matt's turn, and let's see what the vents do to us now. 5.
That is a minor lava eruption.
Okay, so that is a 9-inch circle. So we're going to measure that out, see what happens. All right, so after the vents did their thing, and Matt's shooting, I am down to 5 models on the board. And this is turn...
Bottom of turn 2.
Yeah, so bottom of turn 2, I have 5 models left. Matt's Chimera came in. Why is this getting all blurry? Matt's Chimera came in, and the zombie shuffled forward. Baneblade did more nasty things, and then yeah, lost a Malanthrop, got a wound on a T-Fex. All the warriors are dead. So yeah, not looking good for the Tyranids, but we're mindless bugs, so we don't give up. So let's see what the vents do this time. 2.
Ash Cloud.
Ash Cloud.
Cover save for everyone.
Cover save for... Oh. Cover save for you. Okay. Okay, so Tyranid turn. Flyrant turned and destroyed the Chimera, even with the Ash Cloud save. Torrent Flamer from the 1 T-Fex was able to snipe a couple guys there. The other T-Fex ran just so I can get a better position next turn. Instinctive Behavior didn't do anything because leadership 10, right? And then like a 6-inch, 7-inch charge maybe, but I rolled a 3. So the Carnifexes were trying to actually take out that Baneblade, but didn't work out so well. So yeah, well, at least my turns will go by quick. All right, let's see what happens at the top of Matt's turn.
Vents are an Ash Cloud.
Ash Cloud, I'll take that. Oh, I guess we should update because this is a kill point mission. Matt is at 4 kill points because he got the 2 Venomthropes. So Venomthrope. He got the Malanthrop. He got the 2 warriors. However, the Flyrant was killed by a vent, so he doesn't get one for that. I got the Havocs, I got the Oblitz,
And you got the Chimera, so you're up to 3.
and I got the Chimera. So that is a grand total of 3. So I get a little Ash Cloud save, and Matt starts his turn. Okay. So Matt's turn, he unloaded onto the... these guys came in as well. They ran Blocker, so he can get units into my deployment zone and out of his deployment zone, so he avoids the price of failure. He got that one lead T-Fex down to 1 wound. Both Fexes now have wounds on them. One has 2 and one has 1. He also got some collateral splash damage, I guess, from a Baneblade. Baneblade splash, I don't know. So I've got a bunch of wounded MCs down to 5 models on the table, but he still looks edible, so I'm not going to give up. All right, so we're going to keep going. All right, I get to roll the dice of hate. Oh god, it's not a 6. Okay, it's a 4. So yep, big blast all around. Okay, so my Flyrant had to fly off the table. He didn't have much of a choice. Passed instinctive behavior, good thing. Fried some guardsmen, and charged and blew up a Baneblade. Luckily, the apocalyptic blast scattered that way. Outer ring hit a T-Fex, wounded him, but he made a save. And so the table's looking pretty sparse, that's for sure. And super heavies are worth extra kill points.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Is it 1 for every 3? I do forget. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
We'll have to look it up. I think it is, but we will look it up. Anyway, let's see what the great vents do this time. Good thing the vents don't get to earn kill points.
Ash Cloud.
Ash Cloud. All right. Seems to be what's happening all the time now. Okay, Ash Cloud. I'll take it. Okay. So on your turn, that T-Fex went down for sure. I rolled Ash Cloud to start my turn. So basically, Fexes are just about dead. They have a grand total of 3 wounds between the 2 models. He's down to 3 wounds. My Flyrant is coming in. We are currently tied at kill points because from what we gathered from the main rulebook, super heavies aren't worth extra kill points. So if someone could find that, give us a quote as to the page number, because we couldn't find it. So let's see what happens on the Tyranid's turn. And what turn are we?
This is the top of turn 4.
Okay. So so Flyrant's going to come in, and I have to try to scoop up some kill points. There's definitely a few easy ones around here.
Just a couple, maybe.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, because there's a squad in there, and then some zombies. So I'm going to try to scoop some here. That's my plan. Not to give away my brilliant run at you screaming and roaring tactics that my Tyranids employ. Oh, by the way, Necrosis and his buddies came out here to secure getting an objective secured unit in the table quarter. To be honest, I'm probably not going to be able to shift those in the time I've got left, because if I start sending Carnifex that way, this Vindicator is just not good. So basically, he's going to just stand there and take wounds off them if they go that way, and they're too far to make that charge, so I'm not going to give that a shot. Anyway, back so Flyrant came in, Vector struck, and did not kill that guy. Yeah, he was killed by Mr. T-Fex. The Carnifexes failed their instinctive behavior check, and so rushed headlong at the zombies. They did make the charge and did wipe out the zombies. However, suffered a wound when the zombies attacked them first, because Carnifexes are initiative 2 now. They don't get the extra initiative when they charge anymore. So I'm kind of bunched up over here. I did a hull point to Chimera, So I was incorrect at the end of the last turn where I said that we were tied at 4 because I forgot about the T-Fex that just dropped. So it was 5-4 for Matt.
But now it is 6-5.
And now I've picked up the lone guy there and the zombies. So 6-5 on kill points. Secondaries, Matt has them wrapped up really well. So yeah, on to Matt's turn. Let's see what the vents do. 5.
It's a major eruption.
Major eruption amount of points you can get. So we're done. Okay, so Matt's turn. He killed Flyrant. He killed the Carnifex. So yeah, so I've got a wounded T-Fex left. Is all I've got left on the table. So let's counter up.
Okay.
Basically, primary. Matt gets primary. Secondary, he gets 1 for that. 2, and then 3.
Nope. My highest point objective secured unit was destroyed.
Oh, right.
The one that,
Yeah, it's the first one that came in. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so 2, so you got 12 so far for there. You don't get... You get 1 for the price of failure for the Chimera. Correct. Which unfortunately did not give me a kill point when Volcano killed it. So you got 11. I got 3. I got 1. So 11 and 1. So good job.
Excellent game.
All right. So your thoughts on that?
Post-game thoughts, and this is a new scenario, so there still is probably going to be a lot of arm throwing and some vetting of rules. I feel that we can probably lower the hits taken by the heavy blast, or by the major volcanic explosion, down from D3+2 to just D3. Because
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Because it is strength 8 AP3. That one, although the gets hot rule, while being annoying, only really did 1 wound all game.
Yeah, the gets hot really didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, so
it's because you can take armor saves now. It's not so bad.
Yeah, so that one will stay. Post game thoughts. I knew that I made a really bad move, getting those, like, putting my highest point scoring unit in harm's way. It was a really, really terrible idea. And after I dropped them, I knew that it was the worst idea ever. Because then I just saw Shannon's entire board converge over there.
Yeah, well, give me a spot to go, right?
Yeah.
Because pretty much after the second turn, after the first turn I knew I was in big trouble. After the second turn I was attempting to conserve my harder to kill points, and that's why I shifted everything this way. I was going for the Baneblade really on the assumption that I was going to get 3 kill points for it, but we looked it up and could not find that, so I don't think it exists anymore.
Unless it does exist somewhere and somebody can find it, and then
that'd be
it would
great.
actually turn it into a win for Shannon still.
Yeah, weirdly enough, with like 1 wounded T-Fex. But yeah, that's the way kill points work. So anyway, yeah, for my thoughts anyway, that's why I was shifting this way, in case you were wondering. I don't know if it was a great idea, but basically the easiest kill points came up over here. If he would have just kept his flyer in the air and his dudes in the flyer, I knew I couldn't touch them. Not with Flyrant. So, but he had to get them out near the end anyway to get that point.
Yeah, because I was, as soon as I brought the second Chimera on, I was basically just sacrificing them to try and keep my highest point objective secured unit on the board. Didn't work, but I knew that I couldn't count on keeping them alive for the duration of the game, so I had to drop another objective secured unit in Shannon's deployment zone in order to not get that price of failure.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, I tried what I could, but in the end, the Nids could not get vengeance. So don't let that dissuade you on running Nids. Maybe on running Warriors, But not on running NIDS. It doesn't mean that NIDS are bad. It just means that, you know, that's the way life goes sometimes. There was some pretty cool stuff in this army that I've been trying to sort of get shots of, even though it's on my Lang handy cam, so probably not going to get great shots, I don't think. But hey, for what it's worth, it looks really cool in person. So thanks, Matt, and you know, give comments and stuff so we can actually improve the mission before Matt goes through painting it and doing the table and everything. Okay, thanks everybody.